Welcome to Exchange Rates UK TV. Today's analysis, we're going to go over Litecoin. I'm doing a few videos, 4 videos over the next today and tomorrow, so Thursday and Friday, looking at some cryptos and their 3-week charts because as I'm doing my analysis and looking at everything, there's a lot of things that look very bullish and like they're going to break out, but when you look at some higher time frames like the 3-week chart, which for whatever reason is a very sensitive chart in cryptocurrencies, there's a lot of continued kind of indecision zones. And so when you look at Litecoin, it has had some kind of really ugly choppiness going on here. The last 3-week candle, which began on September 13th, closed on October 3rd, and so the current 3-week candle that we're in won't complete until October 24th. So we've still got a little bit of time left, a week or so left before this is complete. But when you look at the 3-week chart, Ichimoku chart for Litecoin, the first thing that I'm drawn to and the first thing I look for when I do anything with Ichimoku is I look for, is it inside the cloud? If it is, and it's a time frame that I trade on, which I don't trade on the 3-week chart, I trade on daily and under. But if it's a chart time frame that I was charting, the first thing I always look for is it inside the cloud? If it is inside the cloud, I walk away from it. It is dead to me. I want nothing to do with it because everything bad that can happen will happen inside the cloud. It represents indecision, volatility, and just bad things. COVID-19 was probably developed inside the cloud. One thing you have to look at as far as what's going to prevent prices from moving higher, there's a huge chunk of them. Specifically, this level where the Kijun Sen and Senko Span B. So Senko Span B is the red part of the cloud, the red line above the cloud here. It's the top of the cloud. Senko Span B is the strongest, toughest, hardest place to move above or below and then to close above or below. In this case, it's very hard for Senko Span B for Litecoin to move higher and then close above Senko Span B. But then you've also got the Kijun Sen there. So we'll just say like at 225 to 230, you have this huge chunk. Some of the strongest resistance levels within the Ichimoku system exist on the 3-week chart above where we need to see Litecoin go to have a bullish breakout. Litecoin needs to get to we'll just say 233. Needs to have a close above the cloud at 233 in order to really, confirm a resumption of any bullish price action and to see a resumption of the prior bull market. Otherwise, things could just, consolidate here and constrict. And it still looks like a bearish continuation pattern, doesn't it? You have swing high here, swing low, then you have the swing high and struggling to move higher here. The next major support zone on Litecoin's chart here with the Fibonacci retracements and the Ichimoku system is in between $70 and we'll just say $75 to $80. This is a good support zone down here. And it's a little bit of a long road ahead. It's not a terrible long road. The one thing that you do have going for it is that you have the percent B, which is flat, and the RSI, which is flat. And if we get some strong momentum on the 3-week chart, we start to see the percent B move up, and if it crosses above 0.8 while the RSI is below 70, that means that any breakout above Senko Span B, where we have a 3-week close, is likely to not only be an honest move, but that any further upside movement is likely to be sustained and last a while. And we can project with a Fibonacci expansion, where that next price range would be at. And, first you would reach the new all-time highs at that 100% range at $614.77. But ultimately, the 1618 at like $1,800 now. You got to use a little bit of common sense, but I don't know about common sense in cryptocurrencies because at one point everybody thought that $20,000 Bitcoin was a ridiculous valuation and that would never happen. So that doesn't mean that Litecoin's anywhere close to Bitcoin in that respect. But if it maintains its fair value relative to the rest of the market, $1,800 is not that unrealistic at all. But certainly $600, $615, $625, that's probably the zone on any breakout. That does it for me here from All of Us at Exchange Rates UK TV. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.